She grew up in one of Lagos' toughest neighborhoods. No fashion school, no connections, no safety net. Today, she is the most talked about designer on the African continent. And in 2024, Forbes put her name on a list most people only dream about. This is Veekee James, and the story of how she got here will genuinely shock you. Her real name is Victoria Ruth Erikan James, born on the 9th of June, 1995, originally from Sit Atai in Akwa Ibom State. But she grew up in Ajegunle, Lagos. If you know Ajegunle, you already understand the odds stacked against her. She lost her father when she was just 5 years old. Her dad was an architect, gone too soon. Her mom, a tailor, became the sole breadwinner overnight. 3 kids, 1 income, 1 neighborhood that the world had already written off. But here's what's interesting. That little girl from Ajegunle, she didn't sit still for a second. As a child, Veekee wanted to be an actress. She tried. It didn't work out. But what she did have was energy, creativity, and zero interest in giving up. She became a professional hair braider while still in Ajegunle, making money with her hands before she even knew what fashion was. Then she left Lagos, moved to Akwa Ibom to further her education. And in university, she picked up makeup artistry and styling. But here's where it gets complicated. She had originally wanted to study medicine. Instead, she was offered biochemistry. And while she was trying to juggle school and work, things started falling apart. She missed classes, missed tests. Lecturers offered her grades in exchange for things she refused to give. She declined every single time, so she dropped out. Final year, everything on the table. She walked away, and honestly, that decision changed everything. When Veekee got back to Lagos, she turned to the one thing she had always been around, her mom's sewing. She learned the basics, and in 2018, she started a fashion business. From her mom's living room. No studio, no funding, no fashion degree, just Instagram and talent. Social media gave her visibility. Orders started coming in. 6 months later, she moved to Moto, and things shifted dramatically. She saved and saved and saved over 5 million naira in just 2 years. Then she made the move that everyone said was too risky. She relocated to the island. Moving to Lagos Island wasn't just a change of address. It was a statement. She upgraded her prices. Her clientele shifted. Her designs started going viral online. Orders multiplied. By 2021, a Veekee James dress was starting at 950,000 naira. And people had opinions about that. In an interview with Pulse Nigeria, she addressed it directly. She talked about switching to imported fabrics, bought in dollars and pounds, increasing her workforce, paying more for quality, renting over 4 duplexes in Chevron, Lekki, Lagos. She said, and I'm paraphrasing, maybe you should start a business first before you open your mouth. She also studied something most designers ignore completely: marketing, branding, human psychology. She understood that people perceive higher prices as higher quality, and she used that knowledge deliberately. This wasn't just fashion. This was strategy. So what exactly is the Veekee James brand? It's luxury fashion based in Lagos, Nigeria, known for signature corsets, ultra-feminine silhouettes, and obsessive detailing. When you see a Veekee James piece, you know it instantly. Snatched, sparkly, sculpted. She's also become one of Nigeria's most sought-after bridal designers. Brides are flying in from overseas specifically for her. The brand has styled some of the biggest names in Nigerian entertainment: Tiwa Savage, Toke Makinwa, Priscilla Ojo, Mercy Yegbe, Osas Ighodaro. The list keeps growing. She's expanded into menswear with the Veekee James Man line. She launched a ready-to-wear collection called Chopon. She's even released gospel singles, Nothing Less and Ajegunle. And she hosts a monthly worship concert called Zion Worship. Fashion designer, gospel singer, entrepreneur, content creator. This woman does not stop. But her biggest moments? They were still ahead of her. In 2022, actress Osas Ighodaro wore a custom Veekee James gown to the AMVCAs. She won Best Dressed Female that night. Overnight, The Veekee James name shot to a completely different level. Then came the 2024 AMVCAs. She didn't just dress one celebrity. She delivered 5 jaw-dropping masterpieces for celebrities, including Funk Ajegunle and Mercy Aigbe. Every single one was talked about. Every single one trended. She pushed herself creatively too. Known for beautiful silhouettes, she went more structural this time. Architectural, bold, unexpected, still clean, still precise, still unmistakably Veekee James. And then in 2025 arrived. Here's the part that had the internet completely floored. At the AMVCA 2025, Veekee James was pregnant, expecting her first child, and she still showed up and delivered 3 of the most talked about looks of the entire night. For Osa's Igadaro's first look, a fiery red structured piece, almost architectural, sheer mesh, futuristic yet feminine. The first photo posted from the red carpet that night. Her second look for Osa's, built using iron metal sponges. Let that sink in. Iron metal sponges. As a fabric, the fashion internet lost its mind. And then Mercy Aigbe stepped out. Another Veekee James moment. Another conversation piece. Pregnant. Still dominating. That's the Veekee James standard. Her global reach is no longer just a talking point. It's documented. In 2024, South African media icon Bonang Matheba wore Veekee James to open the Miss South Africa grand finale. A breathtaking mermaid gown in blue, green, and gold. Bonang gushed about it for weeks, and the timing was powerful. This was during the controversy around Chidinma Adetshina's Nigerian heritage. Bonang wearing an African couture piece by a Nigerian designer at that exact moment became a cultural statement the whole continent was watching. International influencers are ordering from her. Brides overseas are flying to Lagos for fittings. Her masterclasses have now reached over 100 global fashion creatives. And in 2024, Forbes Africa put her on the prestigious 30 under 30 list, alongside Victor Osimhen, alongside Toby Amusin. That same year, she released a short film, From Ajegunle to Forbes. The title said everything. Let's talk about February 2024. Veekee James married Femi Atir, Nigerian entrepreneur and sports analyst. And the wedding was exactly what you'd expect from her. Extravagant, cinematic, unforgettable. She wore 14 custom Veekee James outfits across the wedding events. A famous international photographer captured every moment. The internet went into full meltdown mode. The publicity? Enormous. A new wave of clients discovered the brand that day. And the world got to see not just the designer, but the woman behind the brand. There are creative designers in Nigeria. There are many of them. But here's what separates Veekee James. Execution. She's a perfectionist. Every seam, every bead, every silhouette. Nigerian fashion sometimes struggles with execution. Ideas are there. Finish isn't. Veekee James closes that gap completely. Clean detailing. Every single time. She was also one of the first luxury designers in Nigeria to openly post her prices on social media. That single move influenced a generation of younger designers to stop undercharging and start demanding their worth. She openly talks about her faith. She genuinely believes God has guided every major step of her journey, from Ajegunle to the island, from the living room to the red carpet, from Lagos to Forbes Africa. In just about 7 years, she went from braiding hair in Ajegunle to dressing the biggest celebrities on the African continent. No fashion school, no handouts, no shortcuts, just relentless work, God-given talent, and a refusal to let anyone put a ceiling on her. If you're a designer watching this, or just someone chasing something big, let her story be your reminder. The neighborhood you start in does not decide where you end up. Veekee James proved that. Subscribe, like, notifications on, and drop your thoughts in the comments below. What should we cover next?